There are few who would deny at what I do I am the best, for my talents are renowned far and wide. When it comes to surprises on a moonlit night, I excel without ever even trying. With the slightest little effort of my ghost-like charms, I have seen grown men give out a shriek. With a wave of my hand and a well-placed moan, I have swept the very bravest off their feet. Yet year after year, it's the same routine, and I grow so weary of the sound of screams. And I, Jack, the Pumpkin King, have grown so tired of the same old thing. Oh, somewhere deep inside of these bones, an emptiness began to grow. There's something out there far from my home, a longing that I've never I'm a master of fright and a demon of light, and I'll scare you right out of your pants. Who needs them? To a guy in Kentucky, I'm Mr. Unlucky, and I'm known throughout England and France. And since I am dead, I can take off my head to recite Shakespearean quotations. No animal or man can scream like I can with the fury of my recitations. But who here would ever understand the Pumpkin King with the skeleton grin would tire of his crown if they only understood he'd give it all up if he only could. Oh, there's an empty place in my bones that calls out for something unknown. The fame and praise come year after year, does nothing for these empty tears. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 15th episode of In the Cove. I am your host, Paul Carganilla, and I'm so happy to have you here. Looks like we got 20 people watching right now. Hello, everybody in the chat. Diana, Angelica, Mike Pierce, Christina, Dari, Zach, White, Susan Kuhn, good to see you, everybody. Amanda Benjamin is here as well. I know I did it after all. Amanda sang it last night on her amazing show, and I had it as my opener tonight, and I said, well, I'll just keep it. Thanks to everybody in the chat who was giving us feedback for that. We got a great show for you tonight. So many friends, and of course, the ever-present in the Cove producer, Craig Jackman. Craig, go ahead and show yourself. Jump out here. Give it up for Craig, everybody. But
a pleasure to be here again tonight with you, Paul.
We got to let our audience know the kids are sleeping, so let's hear for Craig, everybody.
Oh, yes.
More like it. All right.
What a great night to do in the Cove with. I mean, right before Halloween, it's a perfect time for this.
Absolutely. And, we had a bunch of friends who haven't been available a lot recently here on Vaudacity at the picnics or anything we're doing really. And I was kind of just reaching out to everybody saying, hey, man, we miss you. The family misses you. Will you come on back on? And so this evening we're going to have for the first time, Craig, we're going to have a crowded Cove.
Ooh.
Well, like a campfire cozy Cove, really.
Okay, that's fine. Campfire cozy. And we're inviting everybody to watch as we warm ourselves around the fire.
Yeah, okay. I love that. I think the most we ever had was when we did the episode about magic, and we had Jamie and Ryan Strom on. But tonight, of course, so many great friends are going to be joining us. We're going to be visited by Stephanie Renee Wall.
Ooh, so good to look forward to.
As Amanda said last night, she's kind of like an enigma these days. Where can we find her? Because she is so, of course, which is a great thing. She's working again out there gigging like so many people are. And that's why, we're finding ourselves in uncharted Vaudacity territory where it's like, are you available? No. Are you available? No. Are you available?
Where it was so, it was just like, okay, let's do it this time. And boom, everybody was there. But what you said exactly. It's so great to see and hear our friends are back doing what they do so well. Or like the phrase I like to quote from out of Blazing Saddles, they're out doing that voodoo that they do so well.
Yes. And of course, as Stephanie co-hosted with Wendy a bunch of times on Quarantine with Friends, we actually have Wendy too. So it's a Fire and Ice episode of the Cove. Wendy Walker joining us. And I reached out to Katie McTyre, who we haven't seen here on the interwebs in a while, and she's going to be joining us later as well, Katie.
Oh, this is going to be a fun show.
Yeah. And the Pierces, of course, who recently welcomed their child Benjamin, brought their child Benjamin into the world. I saw Mike in the chat last night on Amanda's show, and I just hit him up. I was like, hey, guys, I've been totally leaving you alone. Because
with all the baby bump updates that we've had. And, of course, what a beautiful picture that what pictures that they've been sharing of Benjamin. And I kind of chatted with them a little earlier, and we may even see him. We may.
Really? Oh.
May. I might be pushing, Mike. I'm sorry, but I mean, such a gorgeous picture.
to being on time and ready for the camera.
Yes.
Yeah. So we might have Mike. We might have Nicole. We might have Mike and Nicole. We might have Mike and Nicole and Benjamin. But of course, with a 2-week-old or however old he is now, who even knows what will go down in their household between now and then. But I'm excited to have all of these friends with us tonight. Everybody in the chat, thank you for being here. Let people know this is happening. If you wouldn't mind sharing the link, liking the video as we roll on. Of course, every show that we do here on Vaudacity is free to stream. But if you would like to support our performers, as always, there's an easy way to do that. All of the performers who will be joining us here this evening have individual tip jar on Venmo. You can go ahead and drop your support if there's someone you came here specifically to see. And of course, if you want to drop in a tip for the whole entire cast, you can do that right at the bottom of the YouTube live chat. Just hit that $, and anything that goes into that, what we call the super chat, because that's what it's called, will get split equally amongst the cast when it all shakes down. We appreciate all your support. We appreciate you being here. And as we've said already several times, it's going to be a great show. Tonight, our theme is life, death, and pumpkins. So we're going to let any performer explain why they picked the song that they picked for the theme. And for my first tune this evening here on the guitar, I'm going to play a murder ballad. Yes, we've talked about murder ballads on Paulie.
So appropriate for the weekend coming,
isn't it? And then, well, we want to get into the chat and chat about what everybody's doing for Halloween this week too. So, Kelsey playing Gibson, the first to drop in to the super chat. Thank you, Kelsey, for that tip. We appreciate you, the hearts and the pumpkins, and love it. Thank you for your support. I need to hear my guitar, huh? Riders on the storm, riders on the storm. Into this house we're born, into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, and act around alone. Riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad. Take a long holiday. Let your children play. If you give this man a ride, sweet memory will die. There's a killer on the road. Girl, you gotta love your man. Girl, you gotta love your man. Take him by the hand. Make him understand. This world on you depends, or life will never end. You gotta love your man. Riders on the storm, riders on the storm. Into this house we're born, into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out on loan. Riders on the storm, riders on the storm. Riders on the storm, riders on the storm. Thanks, everybody. Little doors to open the door into the show here tonight. Thank you, everyone, for the support and the claps of the hands. Lolita, Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy. I said hi to everybody. Oh, hi, Carmen. Hello, welcome. Thanks for being here. Now, every episode of the Cove, we try, usually we try to work in all different kinds of media, whether it's videos or poetry and music and great conversation. And so this evening, we've got so many great guests. We're going to go ahead and get the poems, however you fancy saying it. I know some are strongly in the poem camp and others are strongly in the poem camp. It's very divisive. It's polarizing, really. But with the theme this evening, life, death, and pumpkins, I'm gonna read to you a poem about life, and then Craig will go ahead and bring us back down again. I'm just kidding. He's gonna read one of my favorite poems about death. But this one is called The Guest House. It's by Rumi. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. We entertain them and we welcome and entertain them all. Even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture, still treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight, a dark thought, the shame, the malice. Meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. The Guest House by Rumi. Love that. I think that's a beautiful, beautiful take on life, keeping your headspace. And Craig.
Hello again.
With a selection. I first heard this. I got a funny story. I first heard it on, I think it was on Desperate Housewives. My mom was watching it one night, and these two characters were standing at someone's grave, and one of them read this poem, and I was just like, oh my gosh, that's a beautiful, beautiful poem. And then it stuck with me, and then I didn't know how like widely known it was, and I actually, do you remember when like Hiatus was doing shows at the...
Hello.
Yes. There's a tip from Carmen. Carmen dropping in the super chat.
Thank you
so much, Carmen. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. And so Hiatus was doing the shows at the House of Blues in Anaheim when it was in downtown Disney, and I was just trying to help with publicity and promotion and making like little promo videos and commercials and stuff. And I made a promo video where I read this poem along with it. Well, because it started, the video was all dramatic. It started on the empty Mad Tea Party stage. And then like I kind of just like worked in some slow-mo performances and like mixed it in with the darkness and I did voiceover of this poem over that promotion. And I sent it to Danny, who of course is the manager of Hiatus, founder manager, and she said, I like it. I see what you're going for, but you know that poem's about like a soldier who died for like his country. I think we're kind of, it's kind of a different, I think it would be a little bit disrespectful to use this for that. And I was just like, I didn't know that. I didn't know that aspect of the poem. And so that didn't occur to me when I was making it. But it is a beautiful piece, and you are a wonderful reader, and we can't wait to hear it.
Well, thank you. And if I may drop in a little bit, I never would think of it that way.
Oh, okay.
I actually think it's Yes, the title of the piece is "Do Not Stand by My Grave and Weep," by Mary Elizabeth Fry. But listen to the whole thing, because I actually think it is uplifting,
Oh, yeah, totally.
particularly when you think of how you remember people.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely 100%. Couldn't put it any better. And I can't wait to hear it from Craig. Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Jackman.
Do Not Stand by My Grave and Weep by Mary Elizabeth Fry. Do not stand by my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. I am the thousand winds that blow. I am the diamond glints in snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. As you wake with the morning's hush, I am the swift upflinging rush of quiet birds in circling flight. I am the day transcending the night. Do not stand by my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die.
Beautifully read, Craig.
Thank you. It is a beautiful poem, and yeah, if you think of it as being something, a mentor of mine has said this before, and I'm going to paraphrase it because I can't remember exactly how he put it, but a person dies twice. The body physically dies. That's number one. But when you stop remembering the person, that's when they die twice. So as long as you remember that person, whether it's here or here, they continue to live.
It's true. I think, was it Coco that touched on that point too?
Mm-hmm. Well, the Coco or Book of Life is another movie that the Dia de los Muertos. As long as you remember those that your relatives that have passed on, they live. They may not be physically there, but they live, and they live right here.
Melissa Catano says in the chat, that's the theme of a book called A Brief History of the Dead. Yeah. Here's a song by a band called Death Cab for Cutie. It's a beautiful love ballad. Dark though it may be, I think it encapsulates what love is, or the extent in which we feel. I was hoping I could do it in that key, but I don't think I can. Love every time. Love of mine. I still can't. I gotta take it up. Sorry, everybody. Here we go. Love of mine, someday you will die, but I will be close behind. I'll follow you into the dark. No blinding light, no gates or tunnels of white, just our hands clasped tight, waiting for the hint of a spark. If heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, illuminate their sign those on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, I'll follow you into the dark. In Catholic school, as vicious as Roman rule, I got my knuckles bruised by a lady in black. I held my tongue as she told me, son, fear is the heart of love. So I never went back. If heaven and hell decide they both are satisfied, and illuminate the no on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, I'll follow you into the dark. You and me have everything to see, from Bangkok to Calgary, and the soles of your shoes are all worn down. The time for sleep is now. It's nothing to cry about, and we'll hold each other soon in the blackest of rooms. If heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, and illuminate the no on their vacancy signs, if there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, I will follow you into the dark. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, I'll follow you to the dark. I'll follow you into the dark. Death Cab for Cutie. I will follow you into the dark. It's a beautiful song. Depressing.
By the way, Emily Thatcher says hello too. She wanted to make sure that. And we're running a little behind with the Pierces.
Okay, no problem. I can do the song that I was going to do after the Pierces, but before the Pierces. If anybody out there was watching on the Pierces' last Picker's Circle, their last episode of that, I dedicated a tune to them by a fella by the name of Ben Rector, who he wrote this album, this entire album, like right after he had his first child, and a lot of the songs on his album Magic are about, you know, being a new parent and just the things, the new love and the new experience, the new way he would experience life. And I felt it too. Of course, before you have a child, everybody tells you, just wait. And I joked about that on their show, but like, it's like, yeah, no, I get it. It's going to change my life. Also, I can't bank sleep. Thank you. But everyone with the advice and everyone with, you know, the just telling you, whenever there's some friends of mine are new parents, I just try to just like, just being so fresh off of it too, I think is like what you realize is people have babies. People have been having babies pretty much since babies were born. The first babies, and everyone like kind of figured it out. So you're going to be okay. Just take a deep breath, listen to what people have to say, but do your thing, do your own thing. But you never realize until the child is born how it just puts a completely new lens on your entire life, how you look at everything differently. And I remember after Everly was born, like it changed the way I thought. I made every decision. Every decision was now affected by, wanting to be a good example for her, wanting to keep her safe, obviously, and just like in the most beautiful way, you now have a new like extension of your heart out there walking around, and you start to experience life a whole lot differently yourself. And that's, he pretty much perfectly encapsulates that aspect of being a new parent in this song. It's called Love Like This. I'm going to take a mulligan on that. Wow. Here we go. Never was an early riser. I used to be an up all-nighter. Never saw the morning light quite like I do now. Never said no to a party. Never started saving money. But everything is different since you've been around. It's the way you're smiling at me. It's in the way you hold my hand. It's the way I've watched you change me from a boy into a man. It's a million things about you, I just don't know what it is, but I've never known a love like this. Never used to get excited to just sit here in silence, holding on to nothing the way I'm holding you. Didn't used to know how fast time walks, then runs, then flies by. I never thought I'd feel so deeply, but damn I do. It's the way you're smiling at me. It's in the way you hold my hand. It's the way I've watched you change me from a boy into a man. It's a million things about you, and I don't know what it is, but I've never known a love like this. It's funny how everything I dreamed about starts to feel so empty without you. It's the way you're smiling at me. It's in the way you hold my hand. It's the way I've watched you change me from a boy into a man. It's a million things about you, and I don't know what it is, but I've never known a love like this. I've never known a love like this. Hey. I finished the song and I look over at the chat and I see Mike Pierce. Paul, your mom had a baby. Burn. Real good one, Mike. You're right. She actually had two. She had two babies. Speaking of Mike, are they around? Are they here? Are the Pierces back?
Well, they came in the room.
YouTubes inside our YouTubes. Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pierces.
Hey everyone. Hey Paul.
Hey everyone.
Hi. Welcome. It's so good to see you guys.
Yeah.
It's good to be here.
It's good to see you too.
You guys look great. You're like glowing.
Oh, thank you.
It's the lighting in here. No.
And how is everything?
Amazing. Just I mean, it's just like everything's new, obviously. Yeah, the recovery process has been a struggle, but you know, it's expected. And
Because dude, he was 10 pounds, right? He had a 10-pound baby.
like 1 ounce away from 10 pounds.
I mean, let's round up 1 ounce. 10-pound baby. Girl. Wow. Crazy.
What did you do?
So how old is he now?
He's 3 weeks. Yeah, as of yesterday, I think 2 days ago.
Yeah, 3 weeks. That 3 weeks has definitely flown by super fast. But oh man, it's been awesome. Just like I could just sit and just stare at him.
Is that him back there?
Yeah, he's back there. We're gonna get him, I think. But
You don't have to wake him up.
he might be really cranky. So
Yeah.
maybe at the end we'll do a song and then we can maybe get him.
Oh.
Because he needs to wake up anyways.
You're gonna play a song?
We're gonna do a song.
Oh my gosh. Awesome. Well, I wasn't expecting that. I just wanted to see your faces and say hello and give everybody a chance to say hi. But I mean,
and
you're always welcome here.
That song that you played again, so amazing. I love it.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And it's cool that the artist's name is also Ben.
Yeah. Perfect. So like, what's been the biggest thing? What's been the biggest thing you weren't expecting, you didn't think about? For me, it was scheduling. I remember when Everly was born, I was like, I never thought about like how this would affect everybody's schedule, not just ours, but everybody around us. Do you guys have something like that where it was just like, I didn't think about that, and now you do?
I guess I had definitely had no idea like how much he needs to eat just constantly. Like I had no clue. I mean, of course, like the baby's gonna eat all the time, but like I just didn't realize it's every 2 hours at least, and each time it's 30 minutes, and this is like Nicole's whole life right now. So she's taking over. You know, she's just handling so much more than I am, of course. But it's just crazy. Like I didn't realize like how much time is spent feeding.
Yeah, actually, that's the good one. The nursing, I feel like a cow basically. I'm just like constantly. And there's something called cradle, or not, what's it called? Cradle nurse? No, I forget the term, but he's going through like a growth spurt, I think, or over the last few days, he's just been nuts. Like instead of feeding him every 2 hours, it's like every half hour. But right now he's been napping, which is cool. Like I don't know, I feel like I'm just awake all the time, like all the time.
You're like, right now he's napping, which is cool. We're gonna play a song and then we'll bring him over here.
Well, last night we were playing some guitar for like probably an hour, and he was sleeping, I think, the whole time, just listening to us play.
And that was the first time we did that with him, so that was really
so then when you reached out and you're like, I don't know if you guys would want to come on the show, we were just playing songs last night, so we had a couple of songs that we were working on, so it kind of worked out perfect.
That's great. And I gotta point out, Christina says, I eat every 2 hours.
I can't wait to go back and read all the messages, but I love everyone. I got it.
Yes, we love you. We miss you.
The
we miss
family.
everyone.
Yes, it's so great to be here.
And has this affected your guys' job at all? I know you guys are real estate agents. I mean, obviously, Nicole, but Mike, are you able to like still get out and show houses and stuff like that? Or
Yeah, I've pretty much just been back at it for the last week now. I would say I kind of just worked the whole time. Like,
He actually showed a house randomly while I was at the hospital, or while we were both at the hospital. He showed a house, and then my mom swapped with him because you can only have one guest, I guess, because of COVID. And my mom was stoked because she's like, oh, I get to be with the baby. And then you showed a house, and then you ended up like selling that house. So I don't know, it's just so random.
I plan to take off a couple weeks, and then someone contacts you that you have no idea. You know, I've been talking to this person for 6 or 7 months. That's just I had no idea, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, we want to write an offer on this house. I'm like, I guess I'm gonna work. It was like a day after the baby was born. I'm like, all right,
twist my arm.
But
Yeah.
it's been all right. Like, and with real estate, like, you're so flexible and you're working from home a lot, so it's been awesome. Like, even though I'm kind of working a lot during the day, I can just at any point come down and get to give Benjamin all the kisses and all the hugs.
And really all he needs is mom, right?
Yeah, it's true.
He's the boss. That's what I was saying earlier. He's the boss, and Nicole's just the indentured servant.
Yeah.
That's my friend and mentor, Ken Parks. Super funny guy, brilliant man. He's now the president or the director of entertainment at Knott's. He said to me, "You think you're bringing you think you're bringing home a little baby, but what you're really bringing home is the king of the house." And it's like, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, that's about it. But Jamie and I used to marvel at, with both children. It's just like the miracle of life, and what God has made is just like all the child needs is mom. Like, you could be in a room, you could be in a desert somewhere. As long as mom's taking care of herself too, the kid will be all right. Right?
Oh yeah, and if Nicole's, today or yesterday, she ran the Target, Nicole, for the first time. Like, I'm gonna get some. She had to get formula. Actually, she was gone for like 45 minutes, and of course he started crying. And there's just nothing I can do. It's like, I changed your diaper. I'm giving you hugs. I don't like that. I got nothing else for you. Like, it's all Nicole. So.
Yes. Well, thank you guys for being so open and flexible and willing to come on and let us see your smiling faces, and what a blessing we get to actually see Benjamin too, and even hear a song if it doesn't wake him, and if it's okay.
I know, if it does wake him halfway through, I'm sorry guys. I'm just gonna run over there.
You have nothing to apologize for. What are you guys gonna play?
We're doing a song by Weezer called Say It Ain't So. I don't really know how this goes with the theme. Maybe it goes with life. I believe it's about Rivers Cuomo, the lead singer's family that deals with like addiction, stuff like that. It's kind of I don't know if it's necessarily a sad song, but we love the guitar riff, and it's just very, I don't know.
And Benjamin seemed to like it when we were playing it last night. I think he's going to be a little Weezer fan one day.
Yeah.
That brings life. So there you go. There's your fit with the theme. Ladies and gentlemen, back on Vaudacity for the first time as a family of 3, the Pierces.
Thank you. There's crowd in my icebox. Somebody's cold one is giving me chills. Guess I'll just close my eyes. Oh yeah, alright. Feels good inside. Flip on the telly, wrestle with Jimmy. Something is a bubbling behind my back. The bottle is ready to blow. Say it ain't so. Your drug is a heartbreaker. Say it ain't so. My love is a life taker. I can't confront you. I never could do that which might hurt you. So try and be cool when I say this way is a water slide away from me that takes you further every day. So be cool. Say it ain't so. Your drug is a heartbreaker. Say it ain't so. My love is a life taker. Dear Daddy, I write you in spite of years of silence. You've cleaned up, found Jesus. Things are good, so I hear. This bottle of Stevens awakens ancient feelings. Like father, stepfather, the sun is drowning in the flood. Yeah, 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 yeah. Say it ain't so. Your drug is a heartbreaker. Say it ain't so. My love is a life taker.
All the shoes. Stephanie, Mike, and Nicole Pierce. So good to have you back. You guys rocked that song. That's one of my faves. It's so good.
Isn't it such a good one? I love the Blue album.
Yes, yes, that was classic. That was before. That was my high school. Well,
Should we
I'm gonna
go get the star?
I'm gonna grab
Star
him.
of the household here?
He might be really cranky, and if so, then I get to show him this YouTube video when he's older. And
there you go. Laura Smith in the chat, she said so many great things here. She says, dads are pretty. What did she say? Now I lost it because everyone was applauding for you and stuff. But she did say it's truly the first day of the rest of your life when I was talking about having a kid and the way it changes, the way you see things and the way you think. She says, yeah, daddies are pretty special too. And she also said she has missed your voices so much. And I think we all have. So, oh my goodness.
Laura, we love you.
We love you, Laura. Oh,
Oh, look at him.
Hi, Benjamin.
He had
This
a
is
lot of
Benjamin's Vaudacity debut.
Yeah. Wow.
Hi, buddy. He's waving. He's like, hey, everybody.
Say something.
Oh wait, I'm
Say
blocking.
something into the microphone.
Oh, I need to bring him closer.
Benjamin Pierce, this is your Vaudacity debut. How does it feel?
He just wants to sleep. He's like most of us. I just want to sleep.
I mean, this is like seriously, he's been so cranky the last few days out of nowhere, like wanting so much milk, and he slept a lot today, which is shocking to me. So it's cool. It's cool for me.
You know, that's the other side. Whenever there's like tough, rough spots where you're saying like he wants to eat every half hour, there's also like the opposite end coming eventually. It's like it ebbs and flows where it's like, okay, a good patch. Oh, this is a rough patch. But anytime you're in like a rough patch, it's like you just gotta, there's a silver lining. There's the other side of the balance is coming.
It's one thing for sure is that like normally I think I would lose patience with maybe like another kid or whatever, but yeah, it's truly just unconditional love, you know. And he's only been a lot like, you know, I mean, he was in the womb, but he's been earthside for 3 weeks, but I don't have a problem changing any diaper. Like nothing grosses me out. Like I just want him to be happy and healthy and okay. So that's, yeah.
There's your mom instinct right there. Your mom instinct. You guys, what a blessing he is to you, and what he has no idea what a blessing you are to him. We just love you guys so much and your family, and thank you guys for being here with us tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting us on the show. We love you too, and we love all the family. So we'll be in the chat with you all watching the rest of the show.
Yes. Thanks so much, Paul.
Mike, Nicole, and Benjamin Pierce. Oh my God, how cool was that? Craig,
Such
how cool
a
was that?
cutie. Oh my gosh.
So good to see them and to like virtually meet Benjamin.
I know, and he was so calm too. Oh, look at this.
Dancing Ava Parasato from Benjamin's gorgeous, looks way too young to be grandmother. What do you guys call grandmothers? Like these days, they don't want to be called grandmothers anymore. Everybody's
Nana,
different. Nana or Gigi and
Gigi,
family.
yeah.
Nana and Gigi. But how cool was that? That was amazing.
Bless you, Pierces. Thank you for sharing not only you but Benjamin with us.
Yes. And you know, it's so good to see our friends. I wish we had another friend to see now.
I wonder who that could be.
Grandma Carmen is going to be GC. Is it GC or probably GC. Love it. Let's see if our friend Wendy's around. Wendy, are you here?
Hello.
Wendy Walker, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you guys really going to make me follow the baby and the Pierces?
Yes, you must follow the baby.
Rude.
Wait, let me bring my dog in.
Oh,
just kidding. I'm joking. Jokes.
If my kids ever have kids, they're going to call me DJ Wendy. Just kidding. Kidding.
DG. No.
No.
So I was surprised. We're so happy and thankful that you can join us this evening. I'm surprised it being Halloween weekend coming up, you're not all just booked out.
I'm booked. It's been a crazy month of October of events, but I had the night off, so I was like, heck yeah.
Oh man, and you're spending it with us. How lucky are we? Yeah. Yes.
Of course I am. Can we talk about your Jack Skellington and how amazing it is?
Oh, thank you.
No,
you're so nice. You're the best. Thank you.
No, it's really, 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 really good.
It's such an interesting thing because it's like you're trying, because I don't know if it's because it's an animated thing and you're just trying to act with your voice, and then but if the camera's on, I was experiencing this in the show opener. I'm like, I really need to be more into it and performing, like, because the camera's on.
No, you
but
got
like
it.
focusing too much on my voice, and I gotta get in the character. But thank you for saying that. I appreciate
Got it. When Julian and Adrian were little, they could not pronounce their P's. Their P's were F's. So you can imagine Jack Skellington, that song was their favorite, but I can't say it now, but you can only imagine how they would say that. He wasn't the
say what?
King. He was the...
Oh, the Fumpkin King?
Nope.
Oh, he was the king.
Yep. Yes, absolutely. It was amazing.
Just like Ken Park says, you think you're bringing home this little baby, but nope, you're bringing home the king of the house.
Yeah. You're bringing home, they're going to be musicians, they're going to be artists, they're going to be anything they want to be.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
I don't know. I've already been like 5 different things for all my events. I have no idea. I have 2 more events, so there's plenty of time.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to decide.
I like your shirt.
Thank you. It's my Elvira shirt. Thank you.
Love it. So did you pick life, death, or pumpkins?
Effing king. No, I did not. I had a death song, and that was the one I did for sound check. And I'm sorry, Mike and Nicole, I changed my mind. I'm almost there. It's in my pocket for next time. But I'm going to do a repeat. Sorry, y'all.
Ain't nobody sorry. Nobody's sorry.
I'm doing a repeat, but I've done this usually with a full band. I don't know if I've done it just me and a ukulele. So, yeah.
Well, we can't wait to hear it. What is it?
A little House of the Rising Sun. Why not?
Love it. Ladies and gentlemen, Wendy Walker.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk, and the only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drum. Now, mother, tell your children not to do what I've done. Spend your lives in sin and misery in the house
Ladies and gentlemen, Wendy Walker!
See the door open? I was so freaked out. Indigo walked in. It was a ghost. It was actually hi, baby. Our
Wow.
dog.
That would have been cool if it was a ghost.
It was a ghost. Just kidding.
Do you have any ghost stories? Have you ever experienced a ghost?
Yes, 100%. It's a whole other story. Yes, 100%. A lot of times.
A lot of times?
A lot of times.
Is there a story you can tell like briefly and concisely and still shock us?
I mean,
Asking too much?
It runs in the family. So there's so many. Okay, there was one time that, of course, I was talking to Buddy Walker on the phone, as you do every so many days. And I said, oh my God, Dad, I saw the craziest thing in the middle of the night. I woke up. And he was like, what? And because he's expected, like I tell him all the time. And I told him what I saw. And he goes, wait, Wendy, stop. Have you talked to your brother today? And I said, no. He goes, I just got off the phone with your brother. He saw the exact same thing at the exact same time.
What?
So it runs in the family, but there's lots and lots of stories.
The exact same. Your brother experienced the exact same ghost phenomena.
Yes, and he
At
was
the
in
same
another
time.
state. Yes.
What can I ask? Like, what was it? What?
No, it was actually really beautiful. It was just like a white floaty, almost like a dress that went all the way up to the corner and floated across this way and then up here and disappeared into the corner. So that was a pretty one. But there's been scary ones. There's been, I believe in it all.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, we can have a whole like ghost night, like ghost story night. And I'll think
probably-
of better ones because that one was very tame.
I loved it. I loved it very much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Happy
Ladies and
Halloween.
gentlemen, Wendy Walker. Happy Halloween, Wendy Walker. Enjoy your gig.
See you soon.
See you very soon.
Hopefully in real life, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be great. Bye, Wendy. Thank you for being with us. Here's a replay for me. It's one I've done a couple of times, I think. But this is one I actually performed at a funeral. Funeral of my aunt. There's no one in town I know. You gave us some place to go. I never said thank you for that. Thought I might get one more chance. What would you think of me now? So lucky, so strong, so proud. Never said thank you for that. I'll never have a chance. May angels lead you in. Hear you, me, my friends. Down sleepless roads, the sleepless go. May angels lead you in. So what would you think of me now? So lucky, so strong, so proud. I never said thank you for that. Now I'll never have a chance. May angels lead you in. Hear you, me, my friends. On sleepless roads, the sleepless go. May angels lead you in. If you were with me tonight, I'd sing to you just one more time, a song for a heart so big God wouldn't let it live. May angels lead you in. Hear you, me, my friends, and on sleepless roads the sleepless go. May angels lead you in. May angels lead you in. Hear you, me, my friends, on sleepless roads the sleepless go. May angels lead you in. On sleepless roads the sleepless go. May angels lead you in. May angels lead you in. May angels lead. Thanks, everybody. That, of course, is some Jimmy Eat World for you. Our stream director, Sam, who's in the chat. Hi, Sam. Went to a... Wait, what? Thank you, Emily Thatcher. Emily Thatcher with a very generous tip in the super chat. Thank you so much. Emily says, amazing show tonight, Paul. You all are doing an incredible job. Love you guys. Hearts and claps. We love you, Emily. Thank you so much. You're amazing. I think it was Jason. Was it Jason in the chat for Amanda's show last night? Who said, Emily, you're the MVP of Vaudacity supporters. I love it. But thank you so much. Thank you for everything. This has been a great, I mean, I saw it, I think Christina said in the chat just now, like the chat is getting really morbid. I'll have to go back and read it, but I hope everybody's having a great time. And while life, death, and pumpkins are very heavy subjects, subjects, yes. We're just so blessed to have you, our audience, our family, to be able to just connect with and sit down and share music with and have conversations with, as morbid as it may be, or painful sometimes. It's all full of love. And there's even like from the very beginning of the pandemic, when we were all just so confused and scared and lonely, this family has been just an amazing support system, and we love you and appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Christina says, let's talk more about pumpkins. When do we talk about pumpkins? Well, my first song was The Pumpkin King. My next song's about is kind of related to pumpkins. But before my next song, let's say hello to another friend. Maybe she's doing a song about pumpkins. Is Katie here? Ladies and gentlemen, Katie McTyre.
Hey.
Welcome.
Hi. Thanks.
Freshly home from rehearsal. You're doing a show soon. You want to tell us about the show?
Oh yeah, I'm wearing these new ears that Sam told me to get, and it's super loud. They're Shures.
Okay, yeah. Are they hard to put in? You're like, wait,
Yes.
how does this go? Is it backwards? Is it upside down? It takes a good solid 2 weeks to try and figure it out.
I was with Drew when I first got them. I was like, ooh, let me wear these, and I had to look up some videos. I had a really, really hard time, and now it's really loud. So I'm gonna turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, turn it down. So a little tip, like from what I learned was, I'm sure you probably read or watched your video. Like the one with the tiny blue dot is your left ear. The tiny red dot is your right ear. R for red, R for
I'm
right.
scared to take it out in case I do it wrong again.
It's like
Wait, which one is which?
R for right. So red is right.
Damn it, they're in wrong.
There you go.
You know what? They're not moving, so I'm good for right now.
Good. All right.
But I take credit.
We
Hi.
digest. How are you? We miss you. It's been
I
too
know,
long.
I miss everyone. I'm good. School year is up and going, and my voice is going with it a lot. And but yeah, a show. Drew and I are actually, and his husband are performing in a show in 2 weeks. It's called The Best of Broadway with a local company in the San Fernando Valley. They're Valley Opera and Performing Arts, and they're 15-piece orchestra, and we're doing a 2-act, 2-hour concert with Broadway hits, including a Vaudacity duet that Drew and I did before. So it's a little surprise. But yeah, so tonight we were rehearsing with the band, and in a couple weeks we'll be rehearsing with the orchestra, and then it's all fancy. We'll be wearing Drew and all the boys will be wearing suits, and I'll be wearing a gown, and yeah, it'll be fun.
Well, you fancy, huh? So is it like you might have already said it. Is it a one-off? Is it like a one show, or is
It's
it
2 shows. It's the Saturday, November 13th at 7 p.m. and Sunday, November 14th at 3 p.m. I will be posting about it on social media soon with a little flyer, but 2 shows, and yeah, it's going to be a great time. I think they're also doing a fundraiser. Any tickets sold, they're sending money to either school or the Boys and Girls Club in the Valley area. So it's going to be great.
Very cool.
Yeah. Hope some of you
will
can
that
make
be?
it.
Yeah. Well, other than the family reunion, will that be your first time on stage again?
Kind of. Well, I did something a couple weeks ago, a Howard Ashman show with Drew. I'm just like attached to the hip.
I mean, how could you get a better, performance buddy?
Yeah, I know. He brought me into this great group in LA, and it was a tribute concert, and the funds were going to AIDS research and the LGBTQ Foundation, and it was just the music of all Howard Ashman that night. So I got to sing something called Disneyland, which I'd never sung before, from Smile. Do you know that one? No, it's yeah, it's really cute. It's Marvin Hamlish and Howard Ashman, and this girl who has this really crummy life, and she just pictures living at Disneyland and how amazing it is and wanting to be there. And it's like, okay, I can relate to that for sure. Not the crummy life, but wanting to be at Disneyland.
Wanting to live at
All the
Disneyland? I mean, who
all the time.
does it, right?
Yeah, and then Drew and I got to sing our Beauty and the Beast duet. So
Love it.
which was perfect. So yeah, it's still kind of new. I was very nervous. It's not now. This seems like normal, even though I haven't been here for a while.
Yeah, right. I know. It's crazy. But we're hopefully transitioning out of it, which is, we were talking about earlier, sad in some ways, but it couldn't be better to be back out and about.
Yeah.
But we miss our peeps, and we're so happy that you're here tonight. And everybody in the chat is hoping you have a song about pumpkins.
I kind of have a song. I mean, technically, it is about the King of Pumpkins. So here we go. I decided to go with Sally's song because we're right around the corner.
Yeah, Pumpkin King. That's a pumpkin song. It doesn't get more pumpkin than
singing about the Pumpkin King.
That's right.
So
thank you for being here. We can't wait to hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Katie McTyre.
Yay! Oh, it's been so long. Okay, here we go. I sense there's something in the wind that feels like tragedies at hand. And though I'd like to stand by him, can't shake this feeling that I have. The worst is just around the bend, and does he notice my feeling
It's Katie McTyre, ladies and gentlemen. Beautifully sung. Great
Thank
job.
you. No idea about those levels, but it's live.
Sounded fantastic. And we're
Thanks.
just so happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I wish I knew a Beetlejuice song a little bit better, but
No, that was great. And I know, like, for a lot of the Vaudacity like cast and crew, we've all known each other like for so long, and we just got to meet you and got to know you over COVID. And you mentioned earlier, school has started. For anyone out there that doesn't know, like, what is Katie McTyre? What is your life? Just to make it brief.
my life is all music all the time, but I wish it was performing all the time, but it's not. No, I teach music all day, every day for like 10 hours a day, which is why it's destroying my voice a little bit. I love it, but yeah, I teach at 2 elementary schools and run the music programs, and then I have my own studio of private voice and piano students every week, and then I music direct also,
Wow.
and then I perform for fun.
Yeah. Speaking of music directing, you have like a show on the horizon that you're.
I do. It's a crazy time right now. Around the same time, 2 weeks, I'm auditioning. I'm not auditioning. I'm music directing at High Street Arts Center, right in your neighborhood, in Moore Park, Matilda the musical. So it's going to be super fun, fully set production. Everyone's going to be hopefully fully vaxxed, and I'm really excited to get going. We're auditioning the first week of November, like 7th, 8th, 9th, I think that's when it is. It's on the second week.
You'll share it all on your socials. And what are your socials for anyone who doesn't know?
Oh, that's a very good question. I think it's Katie McTyre. Oh, Instagram, K McTyre. I'll definitely post it there.
There you go.
And then you can find me on Facebook, on the Face Place.
Find me in the Facebook.
In the Facebook, I still use that, and I think it's kind of getting old, is it?
No, never. It will. Old.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah. So, yeah. Are you going to dress up for Halloween? I saw you've already been dressing up.
I am. Yeah. I have the same problem with Wendy. Like, I've had several things that I've already had to have a costume for, so I kind of made do. But for Halloween, I am going to be Professor Hulk, or Smart Hulk, as they would call him.
Yes.
It's gonna be fun. I was like, I can wear like a V-neck and a sweater and these glasses and just paint my skin green. Like, that sounds like my life. I can do that.
That's perfect. I'm going to be Minnie Mouse. That's it.
Nice. What are you doing on Halloween?
Oh, I'm going to dress up for tomorrow. So I'm going to go shower and get ready for school.
Yeah.
But for Halloween, I'm going to be in Orange County, down by Wendy, visiting family. And I guess we're not going trick-or-treating, to each their own. My family's not doing it.
Okay.
So I might be going to a resort because that's better. I don't know.
Awesome. Well, you're a very busy gal, and it was super late notice asking you to come on because we missed you. But thank you for being here and for the beautiful song. Zach said in the chat he's never heard that song, but he enjoyed it. He said sounded nice.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me. I can't wait to watch the rest of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Katie McTyre. Just another incredible cast member of the Vaudacity Network, and joining us here in the Cove. It's been such a fun Cove this evening, enjoying the company of so many friends, and we've got one more guest on the way. But before we move any further, as if you're enjoying the show tonight and the performers, there's a very easy way to support them. If you drop in the super chat at the bottom of the YouTube, as Emily, Carmen, and Kelsey have already, that'll get split amongst the entire cast, and I can read your message during the show while it's live. But if you've got the Venmos and you want to support our performers individually, here is this direct tip jar, goes straight to them. Each one of our performers this evening, and we as always appreciate any support, and hope you're enjoying the live stream. And of course, there's no fee to watch, but if you are able to, we appreciate it. any sort of support there on the Venmos and the Super Chats. And let's give a little promo of what's coming up. I thought we were going to be so chill and just vibed out tonight that I like prepped this spa playlist, but it doesn't really work for promos. So let me see if I can bring in some highly energetic jazz. Here we go. Because this coming Tuesday, David Benjamin is hosting his next hour of classical piano and fresh puns. The Panano Man starts this coming Tuesday at 7:30. He always puts on such a great show. It's like usually an hour to an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours of just beautiful live piano music by David Benjamin. Tune in Tuesday night. Then, of course, Wednesday, his lovely wife, his better half, is bringing Amanda on to Amanda back Wednesday night, 7:30. I don't know if she has a theme. Let us know in the chat, or if you know, Craig. But
haven't heard yet, but people can go to www.vaudacity.online to make requests.
Right. And then, of course, every Thursday, Hunter is back. It's going to be his 80th episode. 80th week of the Lovecast with Hunter Ackerman. It's a special showtime. He's going to be on later next Thursday, 7:15. So if you tune in at 6, you'll have to wait because Hunter will be along at 7:15 next Thursday. In November, if you haven't heard, if you weren't able to join us in July, at the first weekend of July, for our Vaudacity family reunion, you can join us Thanksgiving week. Gather around with your family, celebrate Thanksgiving with a festival replay YouTube watch party. Tuesday night of that week, we're going to show the live Amanda on Demanda and Picker Circle from the family reunion. Wednesday, we're going to show Lovecast, the Improv Jam, and my live in the Cove, or out of the Cove, however it was, outside there at the Emory venue. And then on Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, we're going to start at 6 p.m. We're going to stream the entire family reunion Paulie's Picnic show. So join us. We're going to have the live chat. It's a watch party. So we're going to be watching something that was already recorded, but we're all going to be together in the chat watching. So it'll be a great time. Hope you'll join us for that. If you're looking at your calendar for next year and you want to experience this live entertainment on a boat or a ship, thanks Don Emery, join us on the first ever Paulie's Picnic cruise. It is a 3-night cruise. Leaves out of, I believe, LA? Long Beach. It was
I
Long
think it's
Beach?
Long Beach.
Long Beach. Dari's in the chat. Dari and Christina can tell us. Ship. Anna, of course, is the director of the cruise. So if she's in the chat too, she can, yes, Long Beach, Dari says. Anna can answer any questions you have in the chat. And Dari, Christina can as well. Christina, you're barking up the wrong tree, but there's an updated graphic. You can find it all on our socials, on the Facebooks. All the information is there. So hope you join us. We're going to be cruising together. Dari says now it's not Long Beach. I thought it was Long Beach and then it became LA. We'll see. If you have any questions, join the Facebook event group and ask, or just ask here in the chat. If you haven't yet in the chat, let us know. Was it San Pedro? I don't know. Let us know what you're going to be for Halloween. We want to know. We want to hear it. So I'm going to do a pumpkin song. See, there's a lot of pumpkin songs tonight. I can't remember if I've played this in the Cove or if it was the night when I was just live on my Facebook messing around. There it is. Got Who told me to get the capo? Somebody did. Thanks for looking out. She spins and she sways to whatever song plays without a care in the world. I'm sitting here with the weight of the world on my shoulders. It's been a long day and there's still work to do. She's pulling at me, saying, Dad, I need you. There's a ball at the dance. I've been invited. I need to practice my dancing. So please, Daddy, please. So I will dance with Cinderella while she is here in my arms. 'Cause I know something the prince never knew. I will dance with Cinderella. I don't even wanna miss one song. 'Cause all too soon the clock will strike midnight and she'll be gone. She says he's a nice guy and I'd be impressed. She wants to know why if I approve of her dress. She says, Daddy, the prom, it's just 1 week away, and I need to practice my dancing. Oh please, Daddy, please. So I will dance with Cinderella while she is here in my arms. 'Cause I know something the prince never knew. I will dance with Cinderella. I don't wanna miss even one song. 'Cause all too soon the clock will strike midnight and she'll be gone. She'll be gone. Well, she came home today with a ring on her hand, glowing and telling me all they had planned. She says, Daddy, the wedding's just 6 months away, and I need to practice my dancing. So please, Daddy, please. So I will dance with Cinderella while she is here in my arms. 'Cause I know something the prince never knew. I will dance with Cinderella. I don't wanna miss even one song. 'Cause all too soon the clock will strike midnight and she'll be gone. There's a pumpkin somewhere. Well, I mean, Cinderella pumpkins. It works, right? It fits. So, thank you, Zach. Zach, we're going to have to... I'm sorry I haven't written you back yet. We're going to have to get together, do some duets, get together virtually or however, and do some duets. Our next guest, I don't know if she's around. Maybe, have you heard anything in the background?
Not at all.
Nothing at all? All right. Maybe Sam has some words of wisdom. Sam, is anybody tuning in from your location or elsewhere? I have no word. All right. Well,
I loved your Cinderella song.
thank you, Wendy. Appreciate that.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. It's a beautiful song, and you know, as a DJ,
Yeah.
you know.
Big father-daughter dance song.
You
Gets
know.
me every time.
Thank you. Yes. I'm gonna text her real quick, and if she doesn't want to hop on, I can stall for a little bit. But to join us? Question mark? Yeah, that's one that is very popular at the weddings. I've never. I think about, obviously my daughter's 7, and after she was born, whenever I was like DJing the father-daughter dance, it was always like, oh man, I'm gonna be a wreck. I'm gonna be a wreck when this happens. But maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. Right?
Spoiler alert, you will. 100%.
Do you know me or something? Like, what's going on?
100%.
All right. Well, we're gonna give Miss Stephanie Wall, a minute to join us. I'm gonna stall. If I'm gonna just play another tune. We'll give her that much time if she's not here. Well, Steph and I did a duet. Spoiler alert: we did a duet, and it's already in the can. So, if she can't join us to introduce it, then we'll just do it live. We'll do it live. No, we'll play it without her.
I've just joined the party. Look at my hair.
Welcome to the party.
Hi.
What party gets your hair like that?
I don't know. I just took the dog for a walk because he was annoyed. So
You did a Todd Subler.
did I?
You did a Todd Subler.
I don't know what that means.
He always zooms into Vaudacity shows walking his dog.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, because
Play
why
your
not?
guitar. Do your thing. I love you.
I'll play another song. Wendy Walker, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Wendy. You're the best. Darling, me
You are.
again. Oh. Tired of being what you want me to be, feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me, put under the pressure of walking in your shoes. Caught in the undertow, I'm caught in the undertow. Every step that I take is another mistake to you. Caught in the undertow, caught in the undertow. I've become so numb, I can feel you there. I've become so tired, more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. Can't you see that you're smothering me, holding too tightly, afraid to lose control? Everything you thought it would be has fallen apart right in front of you. Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow. Every step that I take is another mistake to you. Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow. Every second I waste is more than I can take. I've become so numb, I can feel you there. I've become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and less like you. And I know I may end up falling too, but I know you were just like me, with someone disappointed in you. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. I've become so tired, more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. Become so numb, I can't feel you there. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there.
Thanks, Craig. Thanks, everybody.
Well, haven't heard anything about anybody coming in and see. So Stephanie and I did a duet this week, and it was one that I had on my list. And a couple of days ago, I just thought I should just see if Steph would be up for like doing this tune with me, because I think she would slay it. I haven't heard her sing it before, but as I was listening to it and trying to learn it a little bit, I was just kind of like, I think Steph would be really good at this song. And then so I hit her up, and she was like, I love that song. I love singing that song. Yes, let's do it. And so, ladies and gentlemen, here is myself and Miss Stephanie Renee Wall performing the band Perry's If I Die Young.
If I die young, bury me in satin, lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in a river at dawn, send me away with the words of a love song. Oh, 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 oh. Lord, make me a rainbow, shine down on my mother. She'll know I'm safe with you when she stands under my colors. Oh, you think it ought to be, so ain't even gray, but she buries her baby. The sharp knife of a short life. Well, I've had just enough time. If I die young, bury me in satin, lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in a river at dawn, send me away with the words of a love song. sharp knife of a short life. Well, I've had just enough time, and I'll be wearing white when I come into your kingdom. I'm as green as the ring on my little cold finger, and never known the loving of a man, but it sure felt nice when he was holding my hand. There's a boy here in town says he'll love me forever. Who would have thought forever could be severed by the sharp knife of a short life? Well, I've had just enough time. So put on your best, boys, and I'll wear my pearls. What I never did is done. A penny for my thoughts, so no, I'll sell them for $1. They're worth so much more after I'm a goner, and maybe then you'll hear the words I've been singing. Funny when you're dead how people start listening. If I die young, bury me in satin, lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in the river at dawn, send me away with the words of a love song. Oh, ballad of a dove, go with peace and love. Gather up your cheers, keep them in your pocket, save them for a time when you're really gonna need them. Oh, the sharp knife of a short life. Well, I've had just enough time. So put on your best, boys, and I'll wear my pearls.
Give it up for Stephanie. Wherever she is. Killed it, slayed. Great job, Steph. We gotta do more duets. I was telling Amanda, and just like we learned how to, of course it's not ideal, but we learned how to like do this virtual thing. We should start to just do it more often, even if the live streams stop and the regular shows on the network stop. We should still like hit each other up and be like, hey, I want to do this song with you. Cool, lay down this track, lay down that track. Cool, we'll do it. But love you, Steph. Thanks for doing that, sending that in, and doing a little duet with me last minute as it was. So we've talked about life, death, and pumpkins for almost a couple hours now, and it's getting super late, and I'm not going to close on that. While it is a beautiful song, I've been like waffling and trying to decide whether or not I want to tell the story, but just because I feel like it's so fascinating, and I saw people in the chat earlier saying there was some morbid conversation going on in the chat, and while that's definitely not what the goal of tonight was, I want to just thank everybody for hanging out and for all of the support, of course. And I'm going to tell us, I guess I'm going to tell it since I started telling it, a story that I recently learned about my great grandfather. So my mother's grandfather was, his name was Charles Starkey, and he actually passed away about a year before my mother was born. So my mom never got to meet him, her grandfather. and he was a Lutheran minister, and his son, my grandfather, my mom's dad, Frank, then later on would follow in his footsteps and become a Lutheran minister. And back this was in Ohio, this all took place, where he was his congregation was and everything. And my mom actually didn't learn this until just a couple months ago. The church where he's been a minister is celebrating like their 200-year anniversary, which is awesome. And so they've been doing like features on all of their past spiritual leaders. And they did this story and sent it to my family about my great-grandfather my great-grandfather Charles, that my mom hadn't even heard because she didn't even get to meet him, and she'd never heard this story. I guess he was a very private man, kind of kept to himself, I guess, outside of, you know, his congregation and his church. She just didn't know a whole lot about him, but she learned this story that he was actually around for my grandfather's, his sons, ordaining as a minister in the same church. And then a few years later, at the very, I don't know, I'd consider it young age of 65, my great-grandfather passed away. And this, as the story goes, he had been working at this church for years and years and years and years. And one day, I think it was like a Friday or something, he cleaned out his office and cleaned out his desk, loaded up all the boxes. His secretary was just kind of like, what's going on? And he tells his secretary, I won't be coming back. I'm going to die. I don't know if he said I'm going to die tomorrow or I'm going to die. And the secretary was kind of like, that's weird. So he loads all his stuff up. He takes it home. The next day, it's a normal day at the house. He spends his entire morning they had a farm, in the farm, picking strawberries, harvesting strawberries. And then at one point in the afternoon, he just drove himself to the hospital, checked himself into the hospital, and then had a major heart attack and died. My mom never heard this. She didn't know the story until recently. And it's, ever since she told it to me, it's something that's just like, a man, like, he's devoted his life to the church. He's got obviously a very strong connection to God or the Creator, and just to know. And I talked to my wife about it, and she's like, well, maybe he knew, like, you can tell when there's something wrong with your body. And I'm like, but that's too spot on to know that, like, it's going to happen. Like, I know when I'm sick. I know when I'm not feeling well, but I don't know, like, I'm not coming back to my office. I better move all my stuff out. And this was, I believe it was in 1955 that this occurred. And yeah, it's just like, it's something I think about, and it makes me wonder, not so much about like health and knowing your body, but more just like the connection to whatever your spiritual connection is, and however open you are to, I don't know, any messages that come to you. But that is a story that we recently learned as a family. We only found out. Here he is. He's on the left, obviously. That's Charles Starkey, my great-grandfather, and that's my grandpa on the right. I miss him so much. Great man. My grandfather actually passed away of a heart attack. Well, he had heart surgery so he wouldn't have a heart attack, and then he had a stroke, and he actually died a year to the day before Everly was born. Oh no, I'm sorry. A year to the day when Everly was born. Yeah, before I said it right. Sounded weird. So my grandfather passed away May 20th, and then the next year Everly was born on May 20th. Crazy. Not crazy. Is it crazy? It's been something that was on my mind, and I want to share it with you guys before I end the night with this one. It's if you go to church, you know it. You can sing along. Thank you, everybody. But before we go, Craig, let's go ahead and just show the tip screen one more time so we can just say goodnight after the song. If you want to support any of the performers here tonight, once again, here are their tip jars. Go ahead and drop something in there. And, of course, before the show's over, if you drop something in the super chat, I can read your message right here live on the show. But thank you all so much for being here for this episode of In the Cove, the one about life, death, and pumpkins. This is a beautiful song. And I don't know, it reminds me of great grandpa. I can only imagine when I walk, what it'd be like when I'm walking by your side. I can only imagine what my eyes will see when your face is before me. I can only imagine. Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance before you, Jesus? Or in awe of you be still? Will I stand in your presence? Or to my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak it all? I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I can only imagine when that day comes and I find myself standing in the sun. I can only imagine when all I will do is forever worship you. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart do? Will I dance before you, Jesus? Will you be still? Will I stand in your presence? Or to my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak it all? I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Surrounded by your glory, What will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus? Or in awe of you be still? Will I stand in your presence? Or to my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak it all? I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Oh. Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus? Or in awe of you be still? Will I stand in your presence? Or to my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine. Oh, I can only imagine. Can only imagine when all I will do is forever, forever worship you. I can only imagine. I can only imagine.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you again for being here with us tonight. Producer Craig, come on board. Let's hear it for Producer Craig for all the support helping me out. The Craigers. And let's hear it once again for the Pierces. Wendy Walker. Katie McTyre. Hi, Wendy. Pew, 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 pew. And Stephanie Renee Wall. Thank you all again so much. Have a happy Halloween. I think we should make this Cove thing a more regular thing. It's been fun. Love you, Wendy. Love you, Craig. Love you, everybody in the audience at home. Have a great Friday tomorrow and a great weekend. I have.